It'll be no mystery to those as terminally online as myself. The Twitch can't seem to go a week lately without having to get out the ban hammer, pull back the paper-thin curtain of impartiality, and intervene with the streamers on their site. Rifts are forming in the communities they host. Two great big towers of opposing political outlooks hurl insults back and forth at each other. It's constant. Side A will react to some dumb shit Side B said, only to have included in their rebuttal some insult just serious enough to warrant Side A's swift and immediate response. It's clear as day, at least to me, that there is some serious favouritism on the site from the moderation team. Look no further than the subject of today's video, Tectone. He was banned recently after insulting another Twitch streamer who, and it's important to mention this to contextualise just how trivial his grounds for banning was, called him a rapist without any evidence. Obviously, this other party was swiftly banned and harshly reprimanded for almost bringing legal trouble upon the platform. No wait, what's that? They weren't banned? No, not even a strongly worded tweet, no? Well, fuck. Everyone knows that Twitch streamers are not being paid handsomely at the moment. A lot of them, even those financially stable enough from YouTube clips to not care what Twitch are paying them, are moving to multi-streaming, that is, to broadcast on several platforms simultaneously. Tectone himself has shown just how much more money he makes on Kick, and so it begs the question, what keeps the streamers there, and what keeps them coming back for more punishment knowing they aren't in the protected harem? Honestly, at this point, I think it's nostalgia and a bit of misplaced loyalty. It's fair to say that streaming would not be where it is today were it not for Twitch. Twitch was streaming for years, at least in the zeitgeist. The two were interchangeable, they were synonymous. But I don't want you to go away thinking that all these other platforms are perfect. Everyone knows that YouTube is unbelievably strict on things like copyright, and that Kick allowed themselves to be known as a haven for degenerates and public nuisances. I do, however, see on these other platforms a readiness to improve and some leadership with brains. The same can't be said for Twitch. Now, I haven't watched a live stream in years, I have to admit that because I'm sure it'll be relevant to some. Mostly because I live in the UK, and all of the best streamers, in my opinion, at least those with the content I enjoy the most, are streaming when I'm asleep. And so for years, I've been watching their clips on YouTube, getting the best parts, packaged up neatly into topics and digestible meals. It's been extremely lucrative for the streamers, you can tell just by the viewer count how well it works for them. And so I can't help but think that the streaming platform through which these segments are created has become so much less important, and how this spells doom for Twitch. Now, if a lot of money comes from YouTube videos, and the platform on which the recording is gained becomes irrelevant, so long as there is a live feed and a chat who can interact with their favourite creator, nostalgia for Twitch becomes less and less a factor in this every day. I can't be alone in enjoying most of my content via YouTube. I even hear the streamers themselves admit that their viewers like to have them on a spare monitor while they work or game, etc, but I can't expect those who make the content I enjoy to continue to work with or on a platform that is openly antagonistic towards them, or to be a bit less dramatic, unfairly moderating their content compared to the other creators who say and do abhorrent shit without recourse. Now, Twitch's branding doesn't show or appear anywhere on my YouTube videos, and I've never once watched a YouTube clip or video and allowed it to take me over to the streaming site. Now, whether that's because I've given up on seeing them live because of the time difference, or because I have everything I need on YouTube, I'm not 100% sure, but I'd say it's mostly the latter. I would be very interested to hear what others have to say on the matter. It's no mystery that creators enjoy really healthy Reddit communities who post memes and current events without even the creator there to react, and so it stands to reason that the live element of all of this is somewhat fading into the background. Things get more and more extreme on Twitch by the day, and in fairness, it is those just trying to start out now, or those who do apolitical stuff, who are going to suffer the most when all of the talent leave Twitch. And when I say talent, I mean popular streamers on the wrong side of moderation are the ones who will leave. I can't foresee Hassan, etc. moving away anytime soon. At least never to Kick. Maybe simulcasting to YouTube, but that would be a stretch too, I feel. But to summarise my feelings on the matter, I would say that it will be a damn shame the day Twitch inevitably dies, having fallen onto 100 of their own swords in a row, and on 20 hills no one asked them to die on. I also don't want to say that I'm completely black-pilled on the matter, that there is hope for the platform, just not with the current moderation or management. They have allied themselves too closely and shown their preferential treatment too blatantly. They can never moderate Hassan or his haram, because even if they were to start being fair, the sheer amount of viewers who enjoy Hassan, and there are a lot of them, don't underestimate that, they'd leave. They'd protest the site, and I think above all else, that's what Twitch fears the most. They're not scared of losing Tectone. Not to sound like a dick, but he's one streamer. The Hassan Brigade, however, they roll in a pack, and they unleash their beef over onto Twitter, where they go after sponsors with glee, and have shown their complete willingness to throw around unfounded accusations, and go unpunished while they're at it. If I had to end this video with one sentence, I think it should be this. Dan Clancy, CEO of Twitch, you might turn a blind eye to false rape allegations being made against Tectone because of your political leanings, but if some awful day you're ever falsely accused of some sort of misbehaviour, you better believe that mob will eat you alive without a second thought.